Every one of us witnessed that cultural reset in the form of a movie overfilled with blue tint named The Twilight Saga. It's no question that the movie adaptation of Stephanie Meyer's books catapulted the romanticization of vampires and werewolves into the mainstream audience. I remember the girls from my school who had bickering for Team Jacob or Team Edward. How about you? What team were you on? Personally, I watched the Twilight Saga due to it being so popular that it got me really curious. And to my delight, it did not disappoint. Although it's not really up there among my favorite films of all time, I genuinely had a great time watching the movies and got me hooked until the end of the saga. That to me is amazing cinema. I don't know what drove me though. Was it the stellar cast, the unpredictable plot, the relatable screenplay, or that blue tint that I really can't stop talking about? I don't know, I guess it's all of them combined. Anyway, I'm not reviewing Twilight in this video, but instead, I will tell you all about the lessons that I got from watching the movies. But before we pierce through the gist, I would just like to give you a little disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, so better take all my advice with a pinch of salt, and take only what can be applied to you. I do my very best in telling you the latest information in terms of financial management. But if you're experiencing serious problems, that is the time to seek out services by professionals and experts to help you out with what you're facing. Welcome to the Quantum Wealth, where the road to success begins. Before starting with the video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and comment below your thoughts for today's video. As I said, I found lessons in this movie that spoke to me closely, most especially about financial success and management. So without further ado, here are 4 lessons that you can gain from watching the Twilight Saga. At number 4, learn to find your crowd. Bella Swan, the main character, was a new transferee to their local town in the movie. When she first got into the school, she had a relatively hard time finding her groove and setting her foot in the community. I mean, it's expected since she's totally new, so she had no friends whatsoever. But when Bella saw the Cullens walk into the cafeteria, we knew that she had a connection. In a way, she discovered that they were family to her. Although they were total strangers at first, Bella eventually found her way into the Cullen family by becoming the girlfriend of one of the family's most prominent figures, Edward Cullen. This went on to elevate at a much greater scale, following the subsequent movies and eventually leading onto their wedding in the last installment. Now this is a high importance even to us adults at this point. We always need to have a group of people who have the same interests, same goals, and who are willing to work closely together to attain financial success. You can find your own crowd by conversing differently with people who might be potential partners for your own business firm. If you happen to be looking for a job, then you should make sure that the new environment is right for you. You can check the company's policies to make sure that their vision and goals are aligned with you. But if you're aiming to build a company from scratch, then you should look for people to work with you that have the same determination, sense of purpose, and level of will to carry out everything that you need to do. At number 3, take strategic risks. We were all worried for Bella when she first went into the Cullen residence, since all of them are vampires with only Bella as the lone human in the house. I still remember how anxious I was during the baseball scene where the other vampires group discovered that Bella was a human being from her scent. But since Bella found her right set of people, they immediately came to the rescue and did their very best to protect Bella at all costs, of course, headed by her lover, Edward Cullen. This is actually a strategic risk for Bella since she knows deep down what the consequences are of hanging out with one of the most famous vampire families in the community. However, since she felt like she belonged, she did not hesitate to pursue these risks just as long as she became happy. Just like Bella, you need to discover what you truly want, and then do not be afraid to take risks for you to achieve them. Just be sure that the risks you take are all well calculated and well thought of. This mostly applies in making investments. You can never dictate or predict the movement of the trends for the stock market, cryptocurrencies, or any other type of investment. Be sure to look deeper and dig in further to be fully aware of what you're getting into. And remember this, only invest money that you're alright to lose. As I said, there's just no way to guarantee your money's safety. And even when you do all the research in the world, you must always take precautions when investing, so always be smart about it. At number 2, stay away from toxic environments. For Bella, she found herself being in a complicated relationship with Jacob Black, her best friend / childhood friend / werewolf friend. Somehow for Bella, it was becoming toxic since Jacob was somehow falling in love with her, but Bella is not feeling the same way. Therefore, Bella chose to limit her interactions with Jacob. This is actually a pretty great way to ensure your own mental health and to clear your way on the road to general success. Avoid people that may potentially bring you down and only focus on what's best for you. Like I said in the very beginning, find your crowd. Now, in any case that you find yourself being in a toxic atmosphere, then don't be afraid to leave at once. For example, if you're working for a company and yet you notice that the workload is not becoming fair and the relationships are becoming negative, then there's just no success from that. In the same way, if you find yourself having complicated relationships with business partners who may be too greedy and lazy, then don't hesitate to cut them off. I'm telling you, stay away from all the negative energy in your life and instead work on your way up to climb the ladder of success. Lastly, learn to collaborate. The road to financial success is full of bumps, curves, highs, and lows. There's no way you're going down that road in straight path as it is generally tricky. But there's actually a way for you to make things easier and somehow the bumps and curves are minimized, and that is to collaborate and work with others effectively. Despite Bella's complicated relationship with Jacob and the vampire's feud with the werewolves, they all managed to come together as one force to unite against the Volturi in the final movie. Just like them, you need to learn how to rekindle relationships and make peace from the past so that you can attain success with your crowd. The future is all in your hands. That wraps up today's video. We hope you find this video helpful. And if you liked today's video, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you at the next one.